Former President Jimmy Carter announced something the other day on HuffPost Live that is just the best news that I've heard in a long time, and I mean that. This is overwhelmingly positive. He's been fighting for a while now to try to eradicate a disease called Guinea worm. And people usually get Guinea worm from drinking dirty water in third world nations. Oftentimes they have like a watering hole that's stagnant and it's got parasites and fleas and other people wash their bodies in it or whatever. So it's a really, a really bad when it comes to sanitizing it, right? There's no sanitation of it whatsoever. There's no purifying of the water. It's terrible. So he personally has gone around the world with his staff and showed people how to use these filters. These little cheap water filters that every first world nation has. And he actually has almost eliminated Guinea worm. This is an incredible story. So the worldwide reported cases were about 542 cases in the year 2012. And provisional data indicates that there were just 148 cases reported in 2013. 148 cases, that's nothing. So almost all the cases are happening in war-torn South Sudan, where it's hard for these guys to get with their filters because there's fighting all over the place. So keep in mind, this would be the first disease eradicated since 1979, and the only disease other than smallpox to be eradicated worldwide. This is incredible. I can't believe this isn't getting more, mainstream media coverage. And it's also the first to be eradicated without medication or vaccines, which really shows you something, man. All it took was a little bit of fucking will and somebody who gave a shit about people in other countries. And then in steps Jimmy Carter. He actually cares. He's a Christian who actually is Christ-like. He actually wants to be like Jesus, right? So he's looking around, he's like, oh my God, all we need to do to get rid of this is give these water filters to everybody in these different countries? Sign me up, let's hop on a plane right now, let's give these guys the water filters, show them how to use it and take care of this. What are we waiting for? Are we insane? And just to give you an idea of the scope of what the problem was compared to what it is now, there were over 3.5 million cases of Guinea worm infections across 21 Asian and African nations in 1986. That was the year that he launched his campaign. Today, there's just 148 cases. Jimmy Carter took Guinea worm from 3.5 million cases to 148 cases. This guy, I can't even tell you. He should be put on currency. He should be put on money. He should get a fucking holiday named after him. He deserves all the praises in the world, man. This is incredible stuff. And also, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but Guinea worm, it causes, perpetual vomiting, diarrhea, the most intense feeling of uncomfort. You have to actually take it out of their body. There's no other way to get rid of it once you get it. You have to fucking take it out. It's a long worm that comes out of a place in your body. It gives you blisters on your lower body. You can get an infection if you don't have the surgery done the right way to get it out of you, which oftentimes in these third world countries, they don't do the surgery the right way. So, the guy is an absolute hero, man, and he deserves the credit for what he's doing. And the final point I'll make here, for Christ's sake, can we get some more Jimmy Carters in this world, please? Can we please? People with power, people with influence that really focus on something to make the world a better place. God damn it, man. Why can't we have any president, Republican or Democrat, say, let's set aside $10 billion and just throw it at the National Institute of Health and say, you guys hire all the best doctors in the world, all the best researchers, and we're going to figure out how to cure cancer, how to get rid of heart disease, and move the average age of death up to 100 years. That's our goal. We're going to give you 10 years or 15 years to figure it out. Here's the money. Let's fucking do it. That's all you need to do to make the world a better place, man. It's not that hard to make the world a better place. Just a little bit of initiative. We have the technology, okay? We're advanced enough. We have the intellectuals. There are enough brilliant people in the world, okay? We just need the will. All we need is the will, and we could do a lot of good on this planet.